Do you know some men don't cry? Not because they can't, but because somewhere along the way they learned that tears cost too much. Not broken, not cold, just still. And if you look closely, you'll realize his silence is not empty, it's crowded. 1. The conditioning of silence. It begins early. A scraped knee, a trembling lip, and a voice that says, "Be strong, don't cry." What seems like comfort is actually instruction, a quiet lesson repeated over years until it becomes instinct. Children don't just learn language from their environment, they learn which emotions are allowed to exist. So the boy adapts. He doesn't stop feeling, he just learns to redirect it. Anger becomes acceptable. Silence becomes safe. Tears become forbidden. And now, as a man, you don't cry, not because you feel less, but because you were trained to feel alone. But conditioning is only the beginning. 2. The architecture of control. Inside your mind, emotions are not chaotic, they're regulated. The brain's emotional center fires rapidly, but the prefrontal cortex, the part responsible for control, steps in like a gatekeeper. Over time, with repetition, that gatekeeper becomes stricter, faster, sharper. You don't suppress tears consciously anymore, it happens before you even notice. Studies in cognitive psychology revealed that emotional suppression becomes automatic when practiced long enough, like muscle memory. So when pain rises, you don't collapse, you stabilize, you analyze, you contain. And from the outside, it looks like strength. But internally, it's architecture, carefully built, reinforced over years. You've mastered control, but control has a cost. 3. The fear of exposure. Crying is not just emotion, it's exposure. To cry is to reveal something unfinished, something vulnerable, something human. And somewhere deep inside, there's a question you never say out loud. What happens if they see me like this? Social psychology calls this evaluation anxiety, the fear of being judged when your internal state becomes visible. So you calculate, not consciously, instinctively. You hold it in during arguments, you swallow it during loss, you laugh it off when it hurts the most. Because in your world, control equals respect. And vulnerability, it feels like risk. But here's the truth. You're not hiding weakness, you're protecting identity. And yet something still lingers beneath the surface. 4. The weight of unprocessed emotion. Emotions don't disappear when ignored, they relocate. What isn't expressed emotionally often manifests physically. Tension in the shoulders, restlessness at night, a constant unexplainable pressure in the chest. Neuroscience has shown that unprocessed emotional experiences remain active in the brain, cycling beneath awareness, waiting to be resolved. So you move forward, you work harder, stay busier, think faster, because stopping might mean feeling, and feeling might mean losing control. But you don't break, you endure, you carry what others release, and somehow you keep going. Which brings us to the final truth. 5. The misunderstood strength. The world often misunderstands men who don't cry. They call them distant, cold, emotionless. But what it fails to see is discipline. Restraint is not emptiness. Silence is not absence. Sometimes not crying is not about suppression. It's about survival. You learned to hold yourself together when things fell apart. You became the person others could lean on. And in doing so, you became strong in a way that isn't loud. But here's the quiet realization. Strength isn't just in holding it in. It's in knowing you don't have to. Because the man who doesn't cry is not a man without emotion. He is a man who has mastered it for so long he forgot he was allowed to release it. And maybe, just maybe, that's not weakness waiting to happen. That's humanity waiting to return.